Hello everyone, myself Professor Umesh Mahajan. I am from R.C. Patel Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, Shirpur. Today I am going to clear about biostatistics and its role in clinical research. So, whoever is a clinical researcher, in his mind, what actually comes first whenever we put a word as a statistics? Why we want statistics? What is the concept of population and what is the sample? Why we need different types of samples to be collected from a population? Statistics, it is the practice and science of collecting and analyzing the numerical data. And the purpose of this is to finding a conclusion from a representative samples. So from a population we have to select a representative sample, and depending on the results of that representative sample we can make a conclusion on whole population. As statistics is involved in many different fields, like if we utilized statistics in medical sciences, it is known as medical statistics. In the agricultural field it is known as agricultural statistics, educational statistics, mathematical statistics, and so on. So, as if we are utilizing this in clinical research, means what we are doing is we are utilizing statistics in the biological field in various topics of biology. That's what it has to be called as in biostatistics. So, biostatistics are the development and application of statistical methods to a wide range of topics in the biology. These are the statistical methods, statistical measures to be utilized in the clinical research as descriptive methods and inferential methods. Descriptive methods is also differentiated as and graphs and numerical summaries. Inferential methods is and confidence interval as well as significance test. So these are nothing but the types of statistics can be utilized in the clinical research. Now, what is sample and population? So, sample is the population, as this is a whole population, and a subset of population is known as a sample. So, for this population, this is a subset of sample to be utilized to make a conclusion on the whole population. And these are some points to differentiate in between the population and the sample. So, population is a complete set, that we could select a complete set for the study purpose. That is what a complete population we want to we have to select. And in case of sample, sample is a subset of population. So this sample is a collected, or sample is a representation from a population. And what is sampling? Sampling is a process used in a statistical analysis in which it is a predetermined number of observations are taken from a larger population. So, sampling methods are of two types. One is probability sampling methods and non-probability sampling methods. And these are the subtypes of sampling methods can be utilized to procure the sample, to select the sample from the population. Next is sample size. So sample size is defined. How much is the sample size from the population? So it could be defined from a population, what type of results we want, and what is our inference to the study. So that defines our sample size. Next is what is clinical research. So clinical research is a branch of healthcare science that determines the safety and effectiveness of a medication, any devices, any diagnostic products, and a treatment regimens which are intended to use in humans. It is the study of health and illness in the peoples. These are the types of clinical research. So there are majorly clinical research is divided into two types. One is experimental clinical research and observational clinical research. Generally, experimental clinical data or experimental clinical research having a strong evidences for its for its conclusion, rather than the observational studies, because observational studies are just defined to it's the observational. and that's what they have an weaker evidences as compared to the experimental data. Next is hypothesis. So hypothesis is a imaginary sentence. There are two types of hypothesis. One is null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis. Generally, we are utilizing alternate hypothesis for a research purpose. That is what research hypothesis. Null hypothesis is symbolized as H0 and alternate hypothesis is symbolized as H1. This is best example to differentiate between alternate hypothesis and null hypothesis. Alternate hypothesis means what? We have selected, that is what, application of biofertilizer X leads to increase in the plant growth. A null hypothesis is H0, that application of biofertilizer whose name is X, which don't have any capability to increase the growth of plant. And this is some statistical measures we can utilize in the statistics. That is mean is the average value, median is the middle number of in between the numbers, mode is the most frequent number which comes in the list of frequent numbers, range is difference between highest and the lowest number. So that is what the range is. Statistics in clinical research, these are the different tests, different statistical measures we can utilize in the clinical research. For example, student t-test, which was given by the scientist name whose name is Gossett, one-way ANOVA, two-way ANOVA and different post-tests. For this purpose, for a clinical research, there are so many softwares available to do a management of clinical data. So you can find it as just need to search on the Google clinical trial management software. So there are so many softwares available on the Google. This is one of the software for statistics, that is SPSS statistics. This is freely available on Google. You can download it and you can use it for the purpose of statistics. This is very well known GraphPad Prism software. This is Prism 8, 8th version of GraphPad Prism. And by using this software, we can utilize student t-test, we can calculate student t-test, we can estimate ANOVAs, different types of ANOVAs, including the multiple comparison in between different data sets. So this is what about the statistics in the clinical research. Thank you very much.